Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new, my name is Harmony and today's video is going to be all about how much money surrogates make. So I'm gonna give you guys the tea. I'm gonna let you guys know exactly how much surrogates make, and I will let you guys know how much I made in my last journey. So if you guys are curious to know how much money a surrogate makes, then just keep watching. Okay, so for those of you who are new, my name is Harmony and I am currently on my second journey. I will be having my cycle next month, so stay tuned for that. If you guys don't know what has happened to me in the last few months, go ahead and watch my last few videos and you guys will kind of get caught up on where I'm at in my journey personally. So just to get that out of the way, I did my first surrogate journey in 2019. I had my baby December 2nd, 2019, my surrogate baby. And yeah, so it's been exactly a year since I gave birth to my first one, just so you guys know. And yeah, I'm going to go over everything that you need to know about money when it comes to surrogacy. So the first thing I just want to clarify is that you're not really getting paid, because getting paid for something is like a job and surrogacy is not a job. So I just want to quickly just throw that out there. Surrogacy is not for everyone. And let me be clear when I say that it's not for everyone, because you have to, first of all, like being pregnant. Second of all, you have to qualify. And third of all, you have to be like stable to do it, if that makes sense. And you also have to be a mom. You have to be a parent, you have to be a mother, you have to have birthed a child, you have had to have raised a child or be raising a child. It's not just like any woman can do it. So just throwing that out there. Every state is different when it comes to base pay. So I will go into detail in a second, but just so you guys know, every state is different. It's really important to keep in mind that you are being compensated, not paid. So compensation is obviously being compensated for something, and the reason why you're getting compensated is because you're going through a whole pregnancy. And that's why I said that it's not for everybody, because a lot of people don't like being pregnant. Like, I have friends who have kids and they're like, oh, I don't know how you do that, like I would never do that. And it's just not for everybody. So you are getting compensated for your time, you're getting compensated for using your body to bear a child, you're getting compensated for the pain you go through for labor, you get compensated for morning sickness, you know, like all of those things. I don't think that people really think about when they just hear the number, and it's just like, oh, that's a lot of money. But it's like, is it really that much money for what you have to go through in a pregnancy? Because let me tell y'all, it's a lot. If you guys don't have kids or you guys have never gone through childbirth, that shit hurts. So let's put that out there. So the moment you guys have all been waiting for, how much money do surrogates make? So the base pay is anywhere between $35,000 and $70,000. So let me explain. Let me see. Good job.
Good morning. You know, you probably don't wonder what I'm doing. I'm just doing homework. It's called online.
Distant learning.
Yep.
When I say 35 to 70,000, that's when the states come into play. So California are going to be the most base pay because of how expensive it is to live in California. And New York is actually going to be legal to do surrogacy February 15th of 2021, which is my birthday. Hey. And yeah, so next year, if you live in New York, you can be a surrogate, which before it wasn't legal. So there's 4 states that it's not legal. Let me just double check because I always forget. It is illegal in Nebraska, Louisiana, Michigan, and then New York until February 15th, 2021. So those are the 4 states that it is illegal in. I'm not exactly sure why, honestly. I really don't know. But yeah, those are the 4 states that it is currently not legal in. So if you live in, like, let's say Arizona or Washington, like, your base pay will most likely be $35,000. But if you are a experienced surrogate, meaning you've already done it before, it will go up between $5,000 to $10,000. So if you do it, you know, if you're, let's say you live in Arizona and you do it and you get $35,000 the first time. If you do it a second time, you'll get $40,000 to $45,000, which is the base pay for California for the first time. So it is a little confusing, but like I said, it's very individual. So yeah, like every single surrogate is getting paid different. It's not just one, you know, amount. And no, you do not get all the money up front, and no, you do not get all the money at the end. It's spread out in 10 months, so you get payment. So if your base pay is $40,000, you're gonna get $4,000 every month for your entire pregnancy. So that's how the base pay works. Base pay. So let me breathe because I'm getting out of breath. This is just for my agency, so I don't know about other agencies. It's just mine. Once you sign your contract with your IPs, you are going to get $2,000. Once you do your injection medication, you're going to get $500. Once you do your embryo transfer, you're going to get $1,000. And once you confirm a heartbeat, you're going to get another $1,000. So before you even really go through pregnancy, you're already getting about $4,500. And also get a monthly allowance of $300, and that is for like gas, going to appointments every month, and just like, you know, food, whatever. So that's, you're getting about you're getting your base pay plus another $300 a month. You apply to be a surrogate. You can choose if you want them to do 2 embryos or just 1. A lot, you know, some parents don't want twins, so they don't do 2 because there is a huge chance that you can end up pregnant with twins. But sometimes the 1 embryo can split into 2. So there's just, you know, it's life. It just happens. So if you end up getting pregnant with twins, you get $10,000 more for your base pay. So if your base pay, let's say, was $40,000, then you got pregnant with twins, your base pay would now go up to $50,000. So once you reach 12 weeks of pregnancy, you get maternity clothes money. So if you have a single baby, it's $800. If you have twins, it's $1,000. If you get a C-section, that is an extra $5,000. If you get induced, that's an extra $3,000. Once you reach, I believe it's 32 weeks of pregnancy, it's $75 for housekeeping, so you can have somebody clean your house for you. And then after you give birth, you get 12 sessions of therapy covered so that, you know, you can heal, and it's really nice. I definitely did that. I have a therapist. Everybody knows that. I talk about it all the time. I love my therapist. So yeah, you get therapy sessions covered. Basically, when it comes to surrogate money, every single surrogate is getting paid different. So it's not just like one lump sum. And just to be clear, you know, people hear, oh, like, wow, you're getting $50,000. Wow, you're getting $60,000. Wow, you're getting $35,000. Like, that's a lot of money. But if you think about it, $35,000 is not a lot of money for a job. Like, if you were to go apply for a job, like, and you heard $35,000, like, yeah, that's a lot of money, but is it really that much money? It's really not that much money. Like, I just think, you know, in my future, how much money I want to make for myself and, you know, in my career and my job. And I'm like, I don't want to be making $50,000 a year. Like, I want to be making way more than that. So it's really not that much. And also, you have to be working, or at least like married to somebody who's working. Like, you have to have financial stability to be a surrogate. So it's not just something that you do because you're broke and you don't have any money and you're on, you know, EBT and all that stuff, because it's not guaranteed. And by that, I mean, I know a lot of girls who go through so many embryo transfers and cycles before they actually get pregnant. So it's like, if you're like relying on that money, that's not smart, because it's not guaranteed until you actually finish the pregnancy, if that makes sense. So now that I got all that information out of the way, I'm gonna go to my Instagram and see the questions you guys asked me. How much was your first compensation? So my first compensation was $40,000. Would you share your agency? Yes, it's ACRC. I will have the information linked down below. So someone commented and said every surrogate gets paid differently depending on their experience and where they live, and that is 1,000% true. So it depends on your experience and also where you live. Yes, this one is, do you pay taxes on your base? So that is a very good question, and I'm not going to advise anybody on what they should do with their money. That is a very like personal thing, but I personally think that you should be smart with your money, and you should put some aside and talk to your tax person about what they think that you should do, because I know a lot of people who have said like they don't, and then I know some people who say they do. So it really just depends on you, your tax situation, and how you want to do it, because like I said, you should be working on top of it anyway. So it just depends. So that is a very personal choice, and at our surrogacy agency, we are not allowed to advise you on the tax situation, and that is in the contracts and all that stuff. So someone said, I want to be a surrogate but so bad, but I live in Michigan and they have laws against it. Unfortunately, yes, it is illegal in certain states, which really sucks, and I'm actually not sure how that works. So I don't know if you would need to like move and become a resident of another state, or how that even works. So I'm not sure, but I will try to get some more information about that, and I will find out and let you guys know. So am I trying again? Yes, I am. I will be trying again. And then someone said, depending on the agency, first time is 40 to 45 and second time is 50 to 55, 60 to 65. So that is very true. It really just depends, because a lot of agencies will match. So if one agency says 50,000 and then you go to another agency and they're like 45,000, but you're like, but this agency said 50,000, they will usually match it. So you can negotiate. It's really a personal thing. Like I said, everybody gets compensated different. Chances of having your own baby after being a surrogate. I want another baby so bad, you guys, but I don't got a boyfriend. So I'm like, you see my problem? But you know, I'm a true believer, and everything happens for a reason, and the timing of your life happens the way it's supposed to. And just because I don't have a boyfriend right now doesn't mean I won't have one in a year, 2 years, 3 years. You know, I'm only 25 years old, and I always thought that I would be married and have kids and have a house by the time I'm 25, and I'm like, damn, I'm only 25. Like, I feel so young still. So I'm really not in any rush or hurry. The only thing that does like kind of make me think is how old my son is. My son is 7, and I'm like, damn, in 3 years he's gonna be 10. Like, that's a big age gap between kids. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, it's inevitable for there to be a big age gap between my kids, because I always wanted to have kids like 2 years apart. Also, kids are expensive, so you know, I don't got the funds to just be popping out kids like that, because babies are expensive. So we'll see. You know, I do plan on having more kids, God willing, in the future, when I find me a real man who can be a man, because I'm not having 2 baby daddies. I already got one, and I want a husband, so period. So then someone said, do you feel like you went through the money fast? So I feel like this is like a very personal question, but money is energy, you guys, and I want you guys to understand that money comes and goes in your life, and you could have $1,000 one day and have $0 the next, or you can have $0 one day and $5,000 the next. Like, money is just so fluid, and I worked my whole pregnancy with surrogacy, and I used a lot of the money to like pay my car, pay my credit off, like, so, but was I using that money, or was I using the money I worked for, you know? So it's just very like, that's a very weird question, I feel like, because I feel like money just comes and goes. So I wouldn't say I went through it fast, but I made use of it, if that makes sense. So I don't know how to answer that question, but anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. If you guys have any more questions that I didn't answer in this video, please ask me in the comments down below, and I will answer them in another vlog. And I just want to, you know, be transparent with you guys about surrogacy, because it is not something that people talk about a lot. And I did make a video last year when I was pregnant, and I rewatched it last night, and I was like, damn, I really didn't know shit. Like, I was just, you know, I was learning. And now that I work for the agency and I have to like work with girls who are trying to be surrogates, I'm learning so much and realizing like what disqualifies you, what doesn't disqualify you, what you can, what exceptions. Like, there's so many things that go into it. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys are seriously interested in becoming a surrogate, go ahead and email me down below. I will have my email in the description bar down below, so you guys can just shoot me an email and then we can just chat there. And if you guys have a lot of questions and want to like talk one-on-one, we can have a call, we can talk, we can FaceTime. I love talking to you guys, so please email me down below if you guys are interested in knowing more information about surrogacy. So thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Share it with anybody who you know might be interested in surrogacy if they have any questions about it. I love informing you guys about surrogacy. So thank you guys for taking the time out of your day to watch this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.